Having friends over for cocktails? Here's a great little appetizer to serve. It's mini shrimp cakes with a lemon soy aioli. Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We show you recipes for hors d'oeuvres, food, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips. Now we try and make this all very simple, especially for those of you who say that you just can't cook or entertain, because we know you really can. So if you like this episode, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and watch a new episode every single week. Today, our celebration is all about appetizers, and we're starting with something a little bit fancy. Holidays are coming, so why not? We're making mini shrimp cakes with a lemon soy aioli. So let's get started. We're going to start with the sauce, or the aioli, which is a fancy mayonnaise, essentially. Starts with 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, right into your bowl. Zest of a lemon, two teaspoons or so of soy sauce, the juice of a lemon, and a couple dashes of hot sauce to your taste. Now, we're just going to whisk this up. Simple, simple, quick and easy. Now you can make this ahead of time. I'm making it now and I'm going to put it aside because you want all those flavors to marry. So if you make it the night before, it'll be really good. Okay, that's that. Let's put this aside. Alrighty. Now for the good part. Here we go. We've got a lot of ingredients here, but my food processor is going to do all the work. First, bacon. This is one strip of very thick bacon that I just cut into little pieces, or lardons as they're called, or lardons. You can use 2 strips if you can't get thick bacon. Into the processor. I'm going to give this a little pulse to get it started. You don't want to puree it, just break it up a bit. Now, the rest all gets dumped in. I have shrimp. This is 3/4 pound of shrimp that are cleaned, deveined, shelled. Now, I buy them frozen and they're already deveined, and then I just took the shells off. You can get them frozen, even all the way cleaned like this. Right in. This is a slice of sandwich bread, white sandwich bread, that I soaked in a little milk and then squeezed out the extra moisture. What this is going to do is going to help bind the cakes and add a little moisture. Right in. So, tiny bit of sugar, healthy pinch, or about 1/4 teaspoon, I think. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. This is another binding agent. Half a cup of scallions chopped. That's about 4 scallions. And 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Right in. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. All together. Now we're going to pulse this to combine it. We don't want to puree it. And that looks pretty good. How simple. Let me see if I can show you. You see? All combined. And it's not liquid. All right, I'm going to clear this out, and then we're going to fry them. Be right back. Alrighty, we're ready to start frying our shrimp cakes. Now I have my pan heating over medium-low heat. I'm going to add a little oil, just vegetable oil, a couple tablespoons. Just give this a moment to heat. Now I'm going to use my little favorite ice cream scoop so that I get consistently sized little cakes. These will not take long at all. Right there. Because it's shrimp. Now you can double this recipe and make them a little larger and make them into an entree or a nice big first course. But this is good, like for tonight we're having friends over for cocktails, and this is our snack that we'll have. Okay. Now these take 3 or 4 minutes aside, depending on how hot your pan is. Get a tiny bit more oil over here. Because it's shrimp and it really doesn't take long to cook. Alrighty. Now other things you could do with the same mixture. I like to use it at this point, make these into little meatballs and chill them for a while. And then I make a version of escarole soup and use these as the meatballs instead of the chicken meatballs like you would traditionally have. And they're delicious. All right, one more. Don't want to crowd them. Just let them fry. Like I say, they really don't take long, and oh, they already smell good. You can start to flatten them down a little bit, but you don't want them to stick like that one just did. Alrighty, they've been frying for a couple minutes on this side, and I think they're ready to turn. Oh yeah, nice and golden. You may need a little helper, a little fork or spoon to help get them on there. Beautiful. And lovely and golden. That's what you want. You don't want to overcook them. So, my friend Erica, who is also a real chef in a real restaurant, introduced me to her version of this recipe many years ago when we were catering a dinner for we used to sing in the same chorus in Philadelphia, and we were having a dinner for our section, the tenor section, and she and I were doing the cooking for it. So this was her recipe. And over the years, I've taken it and I've tweaked it a little bit. So this is my version of it. But thank you, Erica. Alrighty, here we go. And these are about done already. So they only take 3 or 4 minutes each side. So I'm going to go ahead. I have a lot more to do, and I'm going to go ahead and get them done. Now, in the meantime, what you can do when you take this first batch out, you can drain them on paper towels on a little pan and keep them in a very, very low oven. If your oven has a warm setting on it, that's what you do just to keep them warm. But really, these are good warm or even room temperature. All right, here we are. Now I've cooked them. I've got them on a plate with my lovely little aioli, and we're ready for that favorite time, the tasting. Now I want to point out before I taste that it took 15 minutes or less to get from when I started to here. This is a really fast recipe, and it's perfect for the holidays. So let's drizzle a little bit of this sauce, kind of artfully. And that's Binks the cat, you hear. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm going to try this lovely one right here. That's so, so good. You get the shrimp and the bacon and the cilantro and scallion give it a nice lift. And this sauce, the brightness of the lemon, oh, it's wonderful. Just needs a little wine, as always, to wash it down. Well, that's our recipe for today, guys. Now, as always, I will have this recipe and all the measurements and instructions up on YouTube, like we always do. And remember, make some comments, tell us what you think. youtube.com/Let's Celebrate TV. If you haven't, remember to hit the subscribe button. And follow us on Facebook. We love hearing from you on Facebook, and you're all starting to send me pictures, and I love it. So here we go. Entertaining tip of the day. Actually, I don't have one. I'm just going to spend some quiet time with my little shrimp cakes. So here we go. I'll see you next Tuesday at 7. Cheers.